Many students come to Rensselaer with some form of college credit. Understanding your credits and how they can apply to your degree here is really important for making the best possible schedule this fall. There are going to be a few resources below the video to help you understand your credits, so just think of this as a tutorial on how to use those tools. Don't worry about getting all of your credits written down right now. The first type of credit we're going to talk about is AP credit. The equivalency chart linked below will help you make sense of what your AP tests and their relevant scores will mean. So for example, if you go to a certain test name and see your score, then you can find out which course you would get at RPI for that score. This final column, how can I use this, is probably a bit confusing right now. This isn't something we want you to worry about, and you can talk more about this with your advisor when you get to campus. For now, just figure out for each AP exam what RPI credit you would get. We would recommend either highlighting this on your computer or printing this out and highlighting or circling with a pen and paper. Much like the AP table, we also have a table for IB credits. Same deal, go ahead and find your test name, your score, and the course equivalent at RPI. These are the most common types of credits students bring in, but many students also bring in credits from other colleges. These are a little more complicated, so let's look at how to deal with those. Once you're on this page, find the name of the school that sponsored the credits you're trying to bring in. For an example, I will use Hudson Valley Community College in New York State. Once you find your state, hit Get Institutions, and then find your school on the dropdown. Once you're here, you might end up with a page that is very long and overwhelming. As such, we recommend using Control F and searching the code of your course as it was taken at that school. So for example, if I took English 101 at Hudson Valley, I would type that into the search box. Then I would have the name of the course at Hudson Valley and the relevant equivalent here at RPI. If you took a class that you don't see in the transfer course guide, don't worry. It doesn't necessarily mean you won't get credit, it just means that the RPI department has to evaluate it. In those cases, just write down the name of the course you took and bring it to orientation. We'll try to help you figure it out from there. Once you understand all the different credits you're bringing in, you also want to make sure that those credits efficiently transfer to RPI. To do that requires two different steps, so let's talk about those. The first step to getting your credits officially transferred to RPI is to make sure you send an official transcript from the institution that sponsored your course to RPI itself. Many students incorrectly assume that their high school transcript will get them their college credits, but that's not enough. To get your transcript sent, first go to the website of the school that sponsored your credits. We'll use Hudson Valley as an example again. Once you're at that web page, use their search function and search transcript request. Once you're here, most websites will direct you to a page from the registrar's office at that school. That's what you want to use. Once you click on it, it will have a step-by-step guide to send your transcript from that school to RPI. Every school's process will be different, but generally it's not too challenging to get done. The final step in transferring your credits is to fill out the high school certification form from RPI. Basically, this form needs to be signed by either your guidance counselor or your school's principal. This form certifies that the class you took wasn't required to graduate from high school in your state. This is generally never a problem, as most states would not require college credit to graduate. Once this form is signed, make sure to send it to the registrar's office here at RPI. The information is in the bottom corner of the form. Once RPI receives both your official transcript and your high school verification form, they will process the transfer credit and it will show up on our end. All right, you officially have all of the resources you need to figure out which transfer credits you're going to bring to RPI. Make a list of these credits and have them ready when you attend your online webinar. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out to your hub advisor.